My name is Tony Baca, Senior Vice President of Safety at Berglund Construction Company. This week's Safety Toolbox talk is going to be on hot work procedures. So I've got a couple of cylinders here. I've got oxygen and acetylene, and subpart J of the OSHA standards talk about welding procedures, and I've got a handy dandy safety talk this morning that focuses on welding procedures and cylinders needing to be upright and secured and capped and have everything inspected so that it works properly. Even the regulators, making sure that the regulator glass is in good shape. There's a lot of good information in this talk, but in general, hot work. Let's talk a little bit about hot work in hospitals. You're in a hospital project and you've got an operating room in the center of the hospital. There's no windows, and we've got a fume from soldering in bathrooms or doing some type of brazing, and we've got that fume. That's going to call for a smoke eater, and the hospital is going to require us to fill out their hot work permits. Now, Berglund does have a hot work permit, one for the restoration division and one for our building division, on respective pages of 117 and 118 in our safety manual. And it's a checklist, and it talks about notifying owners and clients in advance of our hot work, where we're going to be working, filling out a permit that day, signing it, and then at the end of the day doing a fire watch, minimum of 1 hour, but Berglund has a 2-hour fire watch for historical landmark buildings. There's a lot involved in hot work. Am I going to be working between two demising walls where my slag or spark can fall between two walls and become combustible even off hours? That would require a pre-plan, a hot work permit, and fire blankets. So each hot work episode needs to be pre-planned and looked at closely, and this would include some of the out of the ordinaries. You're working inside a building and you've got an individual cutting metal stud and track with a chop saw, and there's sparks flying everywhere. Is he shielded? Is somebody welding inside that building? Do they have shields up so that doesn't affect everybody else's eyes? And is that individual that's doing the welding wearing the proper eye protection rather than these prescription glasses? So PPE is something to take into consider while doing hot work, especially with welding. There are leather jackets and leather flaps and leather gloves and respirators and ventilations that need to be taken into consideration, but even grinding metal on jobs that you might be inside of a building and all them sparks are flying all over. Are there combustibles in the area? Because they're supposed to be 35 feet away. Do we have fire extinguishers accessible for our hot work? So, we should all take a hard look at our hot work permits, fill them out accordingly when we're doing hot work, and understand what subpart J of the OSHA standards talks about when doing welding applications, the inspection of this, how it's stored, and primarily stored outside and not inside buildings. So this week, let's take a hard look at hot work operations on our job sites, making sure that we're aware of preventative measures we're supposed to be doing, and the fact that we do have checklists available in our safety manual to be filled out on a daily basis with owners and clients. Let's have a safe day. Let's have a safe week. Thank you.